All right. Says we're live. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Yogi Plays. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Brother, I think you might be a girl. I don't know. Cynthia. I don't know how to say your last name. Wow, you guys got some crazy names. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, you're a guy. Good, good. Glad I got it right. All right. You guys can hear me, right? Everybody's audio's okay? Oh, I can't bring the bird out right now. Okay. Well, what questions do you guys have for me? I did leave for a long time. Yeah. Just got caught up with some life stuff, just personal stuff in my life, and just didn't really have the time to make videos at the time. But like just during that time I wasn't making videos, but I'm making videos again. I'm excited. So yeah. All right, questions. Let's get questions. What do I recommend for lovebird caring? Well, for one, I always recommend making sure your bird is on the right diet. A lot of people get confused about like what diet their bird should be on, and just like feed their bird seeds their whole life. And the bird usually, if that's usually the case, the bird ends up usually dying from a really young age. So one thing for lovebird care that I would recommend is just making sure that you have your bird on the right diet, and your lovebird's diet is has all the nutrients, and is your bird's getting everything that it needs to be healthy and everything. So yeah. Just out of curiosity, where are you guys all watching from? How do you make it eat? You're watching from America. Makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your lovebird, Yogi Plays. That's too bad. You don't know how to go about getting him to step up. Okay, so first of all, first thing I would ask you is your bird comfortable with your hands being around it? Um, and if your bird is comfortable with your hands being around it, that makes it a lot easier to get it to step up. So one thing that you can do to uh, help your bird be more comfortable with your hands being close to it and being near it and everything is hand feeding. How you hand feed is you just, some people disagree with this, whatever, but what I do is I just take away my bird's food bowl for about 4 hours. So it's hungry and everything. And then I get some of its food and I place it in the palm of my hand. And I just put my hand at the bottom of the cage. And since your bird is hungry because it hasn't had its food bowl, it ends up coming and eating from your hand and being like, "Oh, it's feeding me, like you're nice and everything." So, and then it starts to look at you like you're my owner type of thing. So, yeah. So yeah, hand feed. I have a video on how to teach your bird to step up and everything. I don't know if you've checked that out. He only comes for food. Okay, that makes sense. The other thing, if that's the case, what I would recommend doing is I would recommend actually not hand feeding in your situation then, and actually just putting your hand in your bird's cage and just like, even if it comes and nips at it, Lovebird's not gonna do any serious damage to your hand. So just put your hand in your bird's cage, like in different spots and everything, so it gets comfortable with your hand being everywhere around it and everything, and without any food. So that's just a better way to get it more comfortable with your hand and everything and with you. So yeah. Any other questions? You guys can ask me anything right now. The stage is yours. What do you do to take care of your birds? I wish you could be a little bit more specific with that question, but it's okay. What do I do to take care of my birds? You're from Sweden. Cool. That's way awesome. Sweden, they speak a different language. That's weird. I thought they speak a different language in Sweden. I don't know. Maybe not. What do you do to take care of your birds from the start? Okay, I see what you're asking now. What I personally do is when I first get a bird, I like to just get it in its cage, and then I like to just leave it alone and just get kind of comfortable in its new home. You know what I mean? I've said that in a lot of my videos before. But yeah, I like to just leave it alone for like 2 to 3 days. You can tell when it's comfortable because it will start to eat out of its food bowl, start drinking, start moving around the cage a little bit more. Just you can just tell when it's more comfortable and everything. The next thing I usually do is, like I was talking about earlier, either start hand feeding, or just putting my hand in the cage, different spots of the cage, so it becomes more familiar with my hand and more comfortable with my hand. After that, I will start the step up process and get them stepping up and everything. As far as like its diet and everything goes, I would research all about that yourself and come up with what works best for your bird, because everybody's bird is going to be different and like different stuff. And yeah, just experiment, figure out what works for your bird. So, any other questions? How do you call him and so he gets? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Hey, who just joined? Someone else just joined. Whoever it is, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. We're happy to have you. Let's see. Questions, guys, questions. I need more questions. What do you need help with your birds? Mm-hmm. What problems do you have with your birds? What is there a certain aspect of the taming process that you don't understand? Oh, okay. Josh, what's up, man? You just got parakeets. What should you start do to taming them and stuff? Okay. So Josh, you just got your parakeets. My first question for you is, do you have them in the same cage? Taming process is going to be a little bit harder. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be a little bit harder having two parakeets in the same cage. So, what I would recommend to you is getting another cage as soon as you can and just separating them, putting them. I would say it's okay to have them in the same room, but just putting them at different spots in the room, if you know what I mean. So Yogi Plays, my man. Listen, so, one thing I got to tell you, brother, is patience. Just be persistent with what you're doing. Try new things, experiment a little bit. Figure out what works for your bird. Figure out what your bird's comfortable. Take things slowly with your bird. Take things at a pace that your bird is comfortable with. Yeah, that's all I can tell you to help you and everything. Rafael, I don't know how to say your last name, so I'm not gonna try. But should you leave your bird inside the house and sometime outside, like moving them in different locations during the day, or is that bad? So I don't recommend leaving your bird just in its cage outside by itself, because there's animals that can get to it. You just never know what could happen, and it's just not necessarily the safest situation. But anyways, yeah, I don't recommend putting it outside. But moving it different locations in the house, I don't personally think there's anything wrong with that. I would recommend getting your bird comfortable with getting out of its cage and everything, and then just taking it to different spots, making sure all the windows are closed, of course, so everything is safe and you don't lose your bird. But getting it out of its cage and taking it to different spots in the house, just to make it comfortable all around your house and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. How do you make him on your shoulder? I'm guessing you're asking, how do you make the bird go on your shoulder? I've actually found this really easy in the past. What I've done is I've honestly just lured them on with millet, whatever treat you have for your bird and that your bird likes. I've just lured them onto my shoulder and just said good bird, and then same thing as stepping up. Once they're on your finger, you give them a treat, get them on the shoulder, give them a treat, good bird, that type of thing. So yeah. Okay. Hey, Josh, I'm going to answer your question, my man. I'm going to read it for everyone first. Also, my bird's super scared of me and anyone they go near, anyone that goes near them, I think is what he's trying to say. How can I make them feel more comfortable with people? This is a great question. I think a lot of people have had this question before. So what I'm going to say is put your bird in a room that has people in it, like a room in your house that has people in it most of the time, so your bird is usually like most of the time around people. You would think that you might think that this would be counterproductive, but it's actually not. It actually, what I've seen from my experience of doing this is I've seen it just take away all the bird's fear of people and just like love people and become entertained by people. So yeah. Where do I buy my bird's food at? I personally get my bird's food just from local pet store, PetSmart, type of thing. But yeah. Kurdish Gamer, what is up, man? Glad to have you on the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's get some more questions, guys. I would like to answer more. Of course. But yeah, so I just get my bird's food from the local PetSmart. So I do the Zupreme pellets. That's where I get it, and then obviously organic fruits, vegetables, things like that. Which, like I said, do your own research about your bird's diet and everything like that. All right. Yogi Plays says he's getting used to me and he really likes eating from my hand. Do you think if I put Millet on my shoulder and get him to it with a perch, he would be scared to be on my shoulder or not? Like I said, it's the main thing is about just getting your bird to be comfortable with you and being around you and being on you. It's just a process. It's a process, and it takes patience. Which it's really not that hard, and it really doesn't take that long. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it takes patience. So, what kind of treats should I use for my birds, and can I get them from PetSmart? Yeah, I get my treats from PetSmart, so I don't see why you couldn't get yours. What type of birds do you have? Were you the one with the parakeets or the lovebird? You got parakeets. You're the one with the parakeets. So yeah, you can get your treats from PetSmart. One thing I would look for, some things that I like from there are the Lucky Millet Spray. Those are really good. And that's where I get my bird's food as well, the Zupreme pellets. So yeah. Who joined us? Someone joined us. Hey, it's Kurdish again. All right, guys, I'm going to answer one more question. Give me one more. I'm going to answer my favorite one. Oh my gosh. Okay, Rafael. I think that's how you say your name. I actually have a video coming out about your question in the next few days. Bye, Cynthia. His question was, how do you know when you got the right bird? Because I'm going to buy one. I will have a video coming out about this in the next few days. I already have it all planned out and everything. So I'm super happy you asked that question in this live stream. But yeah, thank you for asking that, because it made me happy. You have a good day too, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being my subscribers. Thank you so much. I love YouTube. I hope to do it more. You guys are awesome. We'll see you later. All right. Peace out.